Pull out your dicks, get ready to fap. It's time for your favorite show, The Grease Trap. Pull out your dicks, get ready to fap. It's time for your favorite show, Grease Trap.
It's been a while, but we're back. I guess
it hasn't been a while for them.
It's been a while for us, though.
They didn't notice shit.
They didn't notice. We didn't miss a beat in their heads.
No,
boom, 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 boom.
Because we're smart motherfuckers.
Back in the saddle again.
You guys.
Yeah, dude, I actually don't want to dominate the whole fucking Grease Trap, but I have a hot burning topic that I really want to fucking talk about. But it's going to involve spoiling a movie that I don't think either of you is going to care that I spoil. So if you care that I spoil a movie for you,
it depends. What
is it?
The new Angelina Jolie joint, Those Who Wish Me Dead, that just released on HBO Max.
It's not going to be.
I don't know anything about it, so go ahead.
I've heard of it, but.
Written by the same guy who wrote Sicario, not the same director, but the same writer that wrote Sicario. Yeah. And I could rant about this fucking movie for 6 straight hours, but it's going to involve me fucking spoiling the fuck out of this movie for you.
I'm okay with it.
All right. This movie, do you want to pull up like a trailer for it that we can watch so people... Because you guys don't have no fucking even clue what the movie is.
I've seen a trailer for this recently.
I don't think I've seen the trailer.
All right, go ahead. Let's take a look.
Let me go ahead and pull it up for the people and throw it up for us. Because,
Yeah. Hold on. I got it here. So this is Those Who Wish Me Dead official trailer.
Yes.
Let's take a look. Hopefully there won't be any copyrighted, super copyrighted music.
I mean, if you got to mute it, don't worry. You won't miss anything.
I gotcha.
Well, I'm just lucky, I guess.
So that's the dude from Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, pause it.
Yeah.
This is actually a star-studded movie.
Okay.
Gotcha. Tyler Perry is in this movie. I don't remember the actor's name, but the guy that played Littlefinger, Peter Baelish in the Game of Thrones series, is in this film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's a lot of weird, like B-list kind of into the A-list zone celebrities in this film.
So like BA kind of
like it used to be A's and are now kind of B's, but will always be A's because they were A's kind of type of people.
Right. And then also people who are just like kind of like high B's, I guess.
Right. Like Peter Baelish.
Right.
And wrong.
Okay.
I should have gone to them.
So are they like firefighters?
And you'd be dead too.
Yeah. Okay.
That's our job.
You gotta battle the wildfires.
Hey! Stop! I'm not gonna hurt you.
I want to see where the blood's coming from.
It's not my blood.
It's not my blood.
You in trouble?
What?
Anyone else in trouble?
My dad said if anything happened, I should find someone I can trust. Are you someone I can trust?
Oh, shit.
We promise absolutes.
There's Tyler.
There's Tyler Perry.
Act accordingly.
There's a little Johnny Cash coming in, but I think it's okay.
I came for your father. Did you see their faces? That's them.
Cut you down.
Give me something else to worry about.
Burn down the fucking forest.
Fuck, dude, are you serious? Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's burn down the fucking redwoods. Yeah.
Listen.
I know those aren't redwoods, I'm just
You're
saying.
gonna run?
All right.
Okay.
It's getting a little bit copyrighted.
Yeah, it's
there.
fine. You don't even need to watch anymore. This is basically, you get it, right?
Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So
wait,
let me explain something to you.
So here's what I don't get before
Okay.
you explain.
Yeah.
Like, here's what I'm thinking. Like, this doesn't look good to me, but this also doesn't really look like a movie that Paul's ego could rant for 6 hours about. So,
Well,
what am I missing?
it is absolutely fucking one of the biggest blue ball films that you will ever watch in your entire life. And it's not well made. Okay. I haven't even really had time to parse all my criticisms of this, but let me just say this. Let me just start with one and we'll go through the list. You guys can ask questions and shit. Okay.
Sure.
Number one,
Absolutely.
Angelina Jolie Does she sell as a roughneck parachuting firefighter with a troubled past? No.
Right.
Right? And it's not that Angelina Jolie can't be a badass, like in Salt, right? She
Right,
plays
yeah.
a sophisticated female assassin that appears to not be dangerous, but is.
Right.
In this movie, we buy that she, as she appears and as she presents, is shoulder to shoulder with some of the most rough and tumble people in the fucking world, right? And she doesn't sell it for a fucking second. You don't buy it for a fucking second. And it's a real problem because the movie is weirdly centered around her in a way that it doesn't need to be. So the movie is about, I'm going to try and give you a synopsis of the plot of this movie. The movie is about said parachute lady that is a firefighter who works with other firefighters, who has a troubled past, who made a decision that led to people dying that she has a trouble with, right? There's that.
Sure.
Then there's this completely unrelated plot line of this dude who works for a company. We don't know what or how and what capacity. And he knows something.
Something, right.
And we see these assassins go to great lengths to literally kill the attorney general. They blow him up while he's in his house and his whole family.
Okay.
The same guys, Peter Baelish and the other bad guy in the movie who work for Tyler Perry, we don't know who they are. Are they government? Are they mafioso? Are they what? That's never addressed in the film.
Like, even by the end, it's never addressed?
No.
Okay.
The DA found something out that made him literally blow up his house. Right?
Right.
And then somebody that worked for the DA also knows it, and he's on the run with his son because he knows this thing. And he literally writes some secret down on 2 sheets of paper very hastily. So there can't be much information on the paper, right? We see him do this, but we don't see what he's writing.
Right.
He folds it up and he gives it to his son and he says, look, if anything happens to me, you give this to somebody you can trust. Right? Okay. He's ambushed on the road. You saw it in the fucking thing.
Of course. Yeah.
Right.
Fucking Peter Baelish and the other evil guy who barely has a line in this movie trying to ambush him on the road, but they fuck it up royally because he kills one. There's actually a 3-man team, and this dude manages to swerve and kill one of them that doesn't get out of the way, and he drives off the road, and the kid manages to escape before they finally riddle the car with bullets from above to make sure he's dead. And there's time for him to have a whole talk with his son and a whole tender moment with his son for some reason, while these guys figure out that they need to shoot more bullets at this dude and make sure he's dead. And so the kid escapes into the woods, and he tells his kid, what does he tell him? Creeks lead to rivers, rivers lead to cities. Okay. And then he dies, of course. The kid runs away and hides, and they shoot up the car. And they go back to Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry goes, well, is the kid dead? Now, this becomes a problem. Tyler Perry, the boss, he goes, well, did you get the kid? And they're like, 99%, dude, we got him. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why didn't you go down? Instead of flying all the way back to Tyler Perry, your boss, why didn't they walk down the fucking hill and look in the car?
That kid's dead.
They were like, 99% boss, he's fucking dead. Nobody survived that fucking crash. And he was like, well, go make it 100%. And he sends the same 2 buffoons who lost one operative the last time and botched this and allowed the fucking witness to get away to handle it. They handle it by what you saw in the fucking trailer. He takes road flares and throws them into a park, and it creates a forest fire. That, like, okay, anybody trying to help this kid's now trapped in the forest with them, and we're going to go in and get him.
In the fire.
In the fire. The guy from The Walking Dead plays the sheriff of whatever this shitty little town is that's hard to get to, because I got to tell you, like, he finds this car, knows the guy that was in it. It's his nephew that's missing, the sheriff. 20 minutes in after we've seen this happen in the movie, the wife calls the husband. The wife calls this sheriff guy and goes, what's going on with the kid? And he goes, I'm really busy with this fire right now, honey. The fire's got us. And I'm like, what? There's not one person in this town looking for the missing child in the woods? What is the shit? He's a sheriff. We are introduced in the beginning of this movie to this team of rampaging, badass, parachuting firefighters. By the way, can I tell you something about this movie that'll blow your mind?
Yeah. What's that?
Nobody fights a fire in this movie once. You never see a firefighter fight a fire. Hey, can I tell you something else about this movie?
What?
Angelina Jolie never parachutes in this movie once.
So you literally don't see them do the things that they're.
Well, the trailer just looked like them just running from big baddie fire, where it's all like jump in the water.
So the thing that blows my mind is you never see what's written on that piece of paper. You never see what.
Okay, so here's what happens. I'll tell you the chain of custody of the piece of paper.
Okay.
The kid wanders. Now I have to tell you something else that happens. Angelina Jolie is up in the. She's in the watchtower. She's psychologically incapable of being a paratrooper anymore because she lost so many people on her last mission. And so she's relegated to like one of those people that sits in like a tower in Montana and watches for smoke.
Yeah, like a fire watch.
Right.
So she's out there and she sees a storm coming. She's outside in it. Now, meanwhile, she's got an inside place to be, right? She's outside in it, and all of a sudden lightning starts striking, and she's like, oh my God. And then lightning literally strikes near the building where she's at. And instead of going inside, she literally jumps, like rappels off the side of this building and is almost killed by lightning, right? This is in this movie as an action sequence.
I don't even understand.
Lightning is actually a villain in this movie because 2 times it tries to kill Angelina Jolie.
Lightning is coming at you.
Yes.
Twice.
The forces
of
nature try to stop her.
It's deadlier than the fire. It actually strikes her, and she gets that, that weird edgy pattern that you've seen where people. She gets that in this movie.
Oh, okay. That's dumb.
And there's no point to it. She just survives a lightning strike twice in one day, by the way. So she won the lotto 100,000 times, basically. In the movie.
Struck by lightning twice in one day in the movie.
Right. So anyway, the lightning knocks out her radio.
Uh-huh.
And so she's sitting in the tower when she sees this boy who's wandered into the woods. He doesn't know who to trust. So
wait. So some screenwriter somewhere is like, we got to figure out a reason why she doesn't have a radio. I know.
That's why it was.
Struck by lightning.
Yes.
How about like what?
Damn.
On a fire watch tower with a lightning rod on it. You do the math. I can't do it. This movie requires that you do it. Right? Okay. So you with me so far? She sees the kid. She's faster than the kid. She tackles him.
Right.
He's got the note in his pocket with the secret that his dad knew about whatever company or whatever government that this Tyler Perry fucking is pissed off at him and wants that kid dead and wants the note. Right? Tyler Perry doesn't want no fucking bullshit out of fucking Littlefinger. And he tells him so. He's like, motherfucker, you better bring back that fucking kid's head on a plate, Scotty.
Here's how this makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't.
Okay, so they're trying to have no heat, but then they literally like, oh, this DA's found out the secret. Let's fucking destroy and blow up his house. That won't lead to any further investigation.
It really fucking
That makes no sense.
It was a gas leak.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my fucking
That's
God.
how the media covers it. A gas leak.
Hold on. This movie. It's just bad writing.
So wait, this just really sounds like a script that was incomplete because like they literally. So wait,
you haven't let me give you the chain of custody of the note.
So wait, I know, but like, so okay, yeah. Tell me the chain of custody. Like, just tell me this though. Like, is it ever revealed what's on the piece of paper?
Is this like a Harrison Ford movie where it's like a kid witnesses a murder or some shit and they gotta protect him? Like this kind of thing.
No, but there's a secret that is written on 2 pieces of paper that it takes. Okay, so here you have to understand this. Angelina Jolie tackles a kid. Convinces him she's not a government agent. She's a fucking firefighter. I don't know how she convinces him that. She looks like a femme fatale government agent. But she convinces this fucking kid that she's a firefighter, even though she doesn't look or act or perform like one at all, and takes him up to the fire tower. And that's where he has that moment where he's like, can I trust you? And she's like, she gives the worst performance of her career in answering. The kid actually outacts her. She goes, buddy, you can absolutely trust me. And you don't buy it. She doesn't sound trustworthy. She sounds like a person I would run from if I was that kid.
What? No.
Exactly. It's her what no. And so the kid hands her the note. We're never allowed to see it. She unfolds the note, which is 2 pieces of small stationery paper from a hotel room.
Okay.
Sure.
Right? So that's the size. She looks at one page, takes 3 seconds. She flips it to the other page. It takes 3 seconds. We get this shot of her eyes widening, and then she folds it up and hands it back to him, and it's never mentioned again. Literally, it's never mentioned again, to the point where we never know what's on it. We never know what the secret is. We don't know who the people that are pursuing them through the fucking woods with fucking machine guns are, who they work for, why Tyler Perry is so mad that he's willing to burn down an entire fucking town to protect it. What kind of secret could be put on 2 pages by an accountant that worked for the Attorney General?
It feels like, it honestly fucking feels like this screenplay was not finished, and for some reason they just shot it anyway.
It almost
like
it's
This
absurd.
all just feels like, these all feel like story beats that were supposed to be fleshed out, and just never were. Like, they're just like, what if we just keep it vague and leave it to the no one wants that kind of stuff left vague and kept to the imagination. People want an explanation for why this fucking person is being pursued, unless you're going to make the mystery. Well, let me ask you this:
Watch me the whole twist of the movie, right?
Do they do anything to at least make the mystery like tantalizing or interesting, or like give you clues so that you're trying to piece it together?
Not really. You're given a brief.
Where does the movie go then?
It is, a lot of it is told through the eyes of the villains, of which as 100% of it is carried by Peter Baelish, Littlefinger actor.
Sure. He's pretty decent.
The other goon hardly exists. He's just a dude that does shoot things when he tells him to, right? And they spend a lot of time showing you the villains in pursuit of this and how desperate the villains are to get this kid, but there's never any insinuation about what from them. And I think what happened here is that a screenwriter thought, like, the mystery is going to make people talk about this movie. And I'm like, yeah, well, it worked, but not in a good way.
The mystery, the twist has to like be revealed at the end. It's got to be like, we had the CIA. The CIA's fingerprints were all over this. We have to kill the kid. There has to be something. There has to be some fucking thing at the end of it to have a payoff. There's no payoff in this movie. It's what it sounds like.
You can't just deprive people of information that any other movie would give you and then think like, oh, it's a mystery now. It's
so
like,
I know what you're thinking. Angelina Jolie, no children, obviously, because she's a firefighter that lives up in a fucking tower. So she has no attachments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Saves this kid in the end. You know that happens. They both survive it.
Yeah, they make it out.
And let me tell you how bad this movie is. I want you to guess what you think the ending is. How do they end up?
They're like in the smoldering fucking ashes with the villain defeated, and they're like, you know.
But he's a kid who doesn't have parents anymore. His parents have been killed.
Oh, she adopts him.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're basically and like I'm guessing they live in that small town. They get adopted.
Well, I don't know.
Dude, is it they?
Does it have a descending action, or does it kind of end right after?
It ends right around when this is wrapped up.
Okay,
like they survive, and there's a little bit of descending action where
they walk hand in hand through like
they're rescued and they're sitting on the back of a fire truck, all covered in soot.
Right.
Yeah,
and then she's like puts his arm around
the kid looks. I shit you not. This is how bad this movie is. Because Scotty, you said she adopts him, and that's the rote thing that you would expect to at least put some kind of bow on that story. The kid looks at her and goes, I can't even remember what her name was, Marjorie or Mary or whatever the fuck. What's gonna happen to me? And I'm expecting like, oh, here it comes. You can stay with me, little buddy. Or whatever the fuck. And she literally looks at this kid and goes, I don't know. And I was like, what?
Dude, that sums up this movie perfectly. It sounds like, I don't know.
Why do they try to kill you?
I don't know.
And she gives him this vague fucking answer. Like she was like, I don't know, but we're going to figure it out together. And the kid's like, and then the movie ends. There's literally a sweeping shot of the firefighters finally starting to, like, you get the insinuation that they're about to start really fighting the fire, but you never get to see them fight it. And the movie ends.
It's a movie about firefighters that never fight fires.
Yes.
What is the fucking
they're called smoke jumpers.
Right, smoke jumpers who you never see. She's a smoke jumper.
Smoke jumps in the movie.
You never see her do that. You never see firefighters fighting fire.
No.
You never find out what the villain's motive is. You never find out what's written on the note. You never find out why they killed the DA. You never find out any fucking thing.
No.
It's like they're going back to Bambi, dude. It's like the fire's chasing them through the fucking forest. But I guess Bambi's actually a more fleshed out story than this.
And she gets fucking struck by lightning twice in a day.
In the same day.
Edgy lightning pattern on her. Like, what the...
Survives it. She's shot.
Did the screenwriter never think to themselves, like, maybe I shouldn't have her get struck by lightning twice?
What about the director? Anyone else?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about the final showdown that she has. And by the way, the final showdown is not, as you would expect, between Angelina Jolie and Peter Baelish. It's between the goon who never spoke, which is totally like a weird story beat and a script thing that makes no sense. They built him up as the main antagonist of the movie. They built her up as the main protagonist. She's the one that directly has the kid that they're trying to kill. And yet the fucking Peter Baelish guy dies in a showdown with the sheriff's fucking 6-month pregnant wife, who's also a survivalist.
Yeah, it'd be like if in the end of Return of the Jedi, Luke goes into the fucking Emperor's chamber and it's just some random stormtrooper standing there like, yeah, it's me, the final boss. You know, It's like, what?
It would be like if Watto showed up in the Return of the Jedi and was like, it ain't Palpatine, buddy, it's me, Watto. I'm the one behind all of it. You know what I mean? It's just like, what? So anyway, the final battle takes place between Angelina Jolie and this other silent antagonist guy almost. He's not silent in the final battle. He gets all kinds of lines in the final battle, but we don't care because we don't know who he is.
Yeah,
she takes a motherfucking savage beating off this dude. He pins her down and punches her full force in the face like at least 8 times. We're talking, if that happened to Angelina Jolie in real life, both of her eyes would be black shut. Her nose would be mush. You know what I mean? At the end of this movie, she's got like one black eye and a cut on her nose. And I'm like, wait a minute. This dude laid full force into her face with his fist while she's on the ground 8 times in a row in this movie. Not softly, but like fully like crunching shots. You can see it in the movie. Like they really drove home how hard she's getting punched. Because the dude is torturing the kid. He's like, she doesn't have to fucking suffer this way, kid. Because the kid has run off. And she's like, don't listen to him. Keep running. And he's like, this will stop the minute you fucking come out here, kid. Wow. And he hits her fucking like 8 times. And she's like, oh. And by the end of the movie, like less than 3 hours later, she's sitting on the back of the thing looking all Angelina Jolie with her lips perfectly plump and a little bit of black eye and a cut on her nose. And I'm like, what happened to the mother fucking ridiculous hospitalization savage ass beating she took from that dude? We're just going to forget that in the movie? Okay, whatever. It's just a bad movie, bad film. Don't waste your goddamn fucking time. It's actually filled with people that are actually going to draw people to watch this movie, and that makes me sad. It seems like most of the budget in this movie went to salary cap because they're all like Angelina Jolie and B-list celebrities, basically. And fucking Tyler Perry, weirdly.
Who directed this movie?
I don't know.
Taylor Sheridan, who is more known as a writer.
Okay. It really shows.
Directed that Cicero movie. Wrote that.
Sicario.
Sicario. Yeah, he wrote Cicero. That. I don't know. He wrote that and a few other movies I don't really recognize.
Those Who Wish Me Dead. That's
Yellowstone TV series. I guess did some shit for whatever that is. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm just warding you away. I've got HBO Max now, and so There's
a trivia question here. I saw that I'm on the IMDb page. There is a piece of trivia for this that does actually concern the script writing process.
Sure.
That basically says Taylor Sheridan was initially brought on to rewrite the script, but when another filmmaker dropped out of the directing role, He called the studio with an offer. If I can get Angie to do this with me, I'll direct it for you. He said. The studio said, "Great, you'll never get Angie." Well, of course he did. So he was brought on to fucking fix this script. I guess for some reason he does not have a script credit on it. So I guess he never fucking fixed the script. He just decided I'll direct it instead.
He fished it to the studio with it's like kind of like, if you get Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci, I'll direct it. And it's like, we got him. Like,
so they just crammed Angelina Jolie. And let me tell you, dude, oh boy, does it show, Scotty. Angelina Jolie is crowbarred into this film harder than I've ever seen her crowbarred into a movie. She is thrown amongst a bunch of people who are supposed to be like roughnecks that don't have families because they have such a high death rate and shit. And she just don't sell as it at any point in the movie. She looks weird in firefighter gear. She's too slight and small. I'm not trying to be a sexist here, but she's fucking thin as all fucking get out, and you need to have some muscle on you to do the job that she's supposed to do, and she just doesn't.
Let me ask you a question, Paul.
What?
Based on a review I'm reading. What happened to the horse?
The horse never okay. So this is an attempt to do character development on the little boy, which isn't necessary because the little boy usually children in movies are a problem, right?
Right.
And this little boy, in his credit, does probably a better job than every other actor in the movie at being believable in his role. So there's this moment where he's with his dad and they're on the run and they stop to pee and the kid sees a fence that's kind of knocked down and it's got a horse in it. And he walks up to the horse and there's this whole fucking minute and a half long nature moment where we see this kid stroking the horse and touching the horse, and the dad's like, "Kid, we gotta go," and the kid's mesmerized by the horse, and then I guess it was to humanize the kid, which didn't need to happen. He's a kid, you know what I mean? So it's kind of humanized by default, but I guess it was to show that he loves animals.
He
loves nature and animals.
Every review of this movie on IMDb is basically just people asking what the fuck is happening in this movie? This is a review. This is a review. What even happened? Why did they blow up the house? What was the big cover-up? We felt something was missing or unnecessary at every turn throughout the film. Tyler Perry showing up was silly, as were the villain's fake law enforcement badges. Almost all the script was odd and random, with the exception of Angelina and the boys' interactions. Every inference we made still seems fragmented. Nothing was answered. There was no resolve. And we're still wondering what happened to the horse.
I guess what happened to the horse?
What happened to the horse?
Well,
what happened to anything?
It shows up again. The same horse shows up again because it's in the same area that the movie takes place in. And the sheriff's wife, who is a 6 months pregnant black woman who's a survivalist teacher, jumps on the horse and uses it to get away in a situation where she normally wouldn't get away. So it's her horse, I guess. So the kid has an interaction with the horse earlier, and that's supposed to be some deep thing in the movie, but it's never really driven home. I didn't notice until I really looked at it that, that's the horse. But then she just, at the end of the movie, she just ditches the horse, and she has a shootout with the main villain guy, played by Littlefinger, and wins it, and has a pretty cool moment, honestly, where he goes, he's dying, and she shot him, and she's going to finish him off, and she's like... He's like, "I fucking hate this place."
Okay.
And she looks at him and she's standing over him with the rifle and she says, "Well, it fucking hates you back." And she shoots him and kills him. I mean, in the movie, it was a good moment based on the rest of it. The black lady that played the survivalist lady should have been the main character in the movie. And Angelina, she probably was.
Well, wait, hold on. Listen to this. I just found out. So this is based on a book. This guy says... This is a reviewer on IMDb. Take a look at the book. The original has 2 extra good guys. They run the survival skills camp the boy is put into for witness protection.
Makes sense.
That's all taken out of this movie.
For this movie, the couple are removed, and the smoke jumper becomes the badass. Nothing but a pointless vehicle for a washed-up actress, which is a shame. The book was really good.
I like the line of the next one, dude. A film paying homage to forest fires. That's what it seems like.
Even the fire stuff in it, there are some cool shots in it that are almost reminiscent of... if you look at them as every frame of painting type of shots, there's some really cool shots where the woods are on fire around them and they're having a fight, like the final showdown between Jolie and the other goon.
Yeah,
right?
so obviously they set the scene.
Composition wise, there's some shots where they've done some CG work, obviously, and then added some real fire in and mixed it in, and it looks good, right? I'm not gonna fucking shit on the movie, but other than that, the fire in this movie looks pretty bad in comparison to other movies. So it's not even like Twister was, which is a much better example, by the way, of a movie. If you want to make a movie about a phenomenon, which is almost what this feels like. It's like a movie about how dangerous a big forest fire is and how quickly it can shift directions.
It's definitely an American zeitgeist for sure.
Sure. Right.
And so I really went into it thinking like, okay, this is going to be the modern day Twister because we got all these wildfires now. And if that was what they were going for, they fucking failed. They failed utterly because the fire is just an afterthought.
The power of the fire.
Hold on, let me ask you this, Paul. Was the movie too woke? Because I see this.
No.
Too woke. This is a review.
Complaints.
Just another Hollywood disaster full of wokeness. In every movie, look at who the bad people are. Now look at who the heroes are. It's the same thing every time, and it's getting old.
Wait a minute. Tyler Perry was one of the villains, and he's
isn't Tyler Perry?
He's like the
Tyler
main
Perry
villain.
is the guy that orders the two other goons to go and kill the
off,
man and his son. And
if the movie was too woke, would it be like, no, a black guy can't be the villain?
He's also the one that orders them to blow up the house with a whole family in it. He's their boss, and whatever, or the government the CIA or the fucking NSA or the mafia,
evil corporation, whatever,
some drug kingpin or whatever the fuck it is. He's the guy that gives the orders in it. So,
have you seen the new Carnage trailer, Paul?
I don't, dude. I won't even watch. No, there's the chance of me watching it are zero. So no, I haven't. But
it's gonna be.
Carnage. There's gonna be. Paul, there's gonna be carnage.
Dude, pull it up, DJ. It's horrible.
All right. See. I'll
Dude, it makes me sad.
What is the runtime on this, Paul? How long did you have to sit on this turd?
Hour and a half. Like regular old movie length. At least it didn't like overstay, but like 90 minutes is a long time. You could watch it. It's fun to fuck. Like if you have a person that really likes picking apart bad movies, like me and Amelia love doing it. We talked and laughed through this whole fucking movie. It's fun to watch. But unless you've got that, or unless you really enjoy schlock or really want to laugh at a movie that's really poorly conceived of and poorly made and obviously a slapdash cash in type of flick.
Well, let me tell you something, Paul. There's gonna be.
Oh, dude, fuck. All right, wait a minute.
Venom, let there be carnage, dude.
When Scotty asked me this, I thought he said Cars.
No.
I thought there was some new Disney Pixar's Cars movie coming out. I think
Scotty did say Cars because that's what I heard, but somehow I understood what he was talking about anyway. But
I said Carnage.
No, it's okay. It's like it was probably just a mic thing and a fucking
it might have been
Discord
a weird
fucking thing. But I am actually interested in this because I want to see Woody Harrelson.
Let me tell you something, Paul. Let there be carnage, boy.
Yeah. This is going to get you amped, Paul. When you see this at the beginning of this trailer, you're going to get amped.
I love how they've relegated fucking Venom to this cutesy, wootsy little house pet that helps.
Yeah.
Like,
Make me breakfast, Venom.
He making breakfast.
Either. You say either. I say neither. And I say neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. Ta-da! Catch up.
Excuse me. It's for the kids.
So wait, Venom. I get the joke and everything, but like Venom has no fine motor skills now. He's just like. Blah!
So there's a rule with Tom Hardy. If you can understand what Tom Hardy's saying, he needs to immediately leave that movie. Because I understood him there. I'm like, oh shit, Tom, I can understand you. You need to bail out of this movie. Don't be in this movie.
I mean, whatever. I guess it's kind of funny. I don't know why the
ketchup.
I feel like the symbiote could actually be cool and intimidating, but I guess comedic works maybe.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yummy. I'm the mother.
All right, so this is copyright bait for sure.
I'm sure it is.
He goes into that, waves to that chick. Okay, cool. They still playing One Is the Loneliest Number? Yeah, they sure are.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see Woody Harrelson. All right.
I love Woody Harrelson in this role.
All right. So they're loading something into a thingamajig. What's even going on? Okay, they're in the prison and he's punching the wall.
Vision we ever make.
Okay.
Who do we leave behind?
That's Peter Baelish again, by the way.
Yeah, he's in everything now.
Yeah, he's just the standard road bad guy.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the villain. Don't worry, I'm
the
here.
bad guy in the movie.
Well, wait, Woody Harrelson's the bad guy in the movie.
Well, the middleman bad guy. Yeah. So Tyler Perry's really the bad guy in the movie. So he's now I'm the middleman goon bad guy that.
Yeah, he's like head goon. I'm the head goon.
I'll be a head goon bad guy for this one.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at Ravencroft,
we leave them waiting in the darkness.
In the darkness,
never comes.
It's a terrible read on those lines.
I mean, like, he is just horrible in this, dude.
It's like, hey, what the fuck is he saying?
Like, and he's whispering. Oh, yeah, basically.
Welcome back, Eddie Brock. It's been a long time.
Here's One Is the Loneliest Number coming in again.
I miss you so much.
Ugh. What was there even the relationship in the last one again? Like, there was some after credit sequence where they met. But what was that even about? I don't even remember.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I remember that like they met in the after credit scene, but there wasn't even like a relationship implied there, was there? Wasn't it just like he was doing a story or something? And it's like this guy's like some kind of serial killer or some shit. So they don't even have like what's all this insinuation of like a connection now.
I don't.
In this movie, you find out they're deeply connected, TJ.
All right, so here he is about to be executed, I guess.
He's worm food.
Oh no, because the Carnage symbiote won't let it happen.
Chaos soon come.
Chaos.
Oh my God, chaos! It's chaos. I represent chaos. It's me, chaos.
I don't. What do you say after that? Can you tell me what he says after chaos? Hold on.
Soon come.
Soon come. Chaos will soon come.
It's an echo.
Yeah. Why are you acting like you can't understand me?
Because I can't. You're really
chaos.
Like this.
That didn't take chaos. Soon come.
What? Sorry, I mean, maybe Discord just cut out.
Hold on, I want to hear it. I want to hear the fucking.
Slow it down.
Hold on. Oh, let's do it. Where's the start? 154.
About here.
Chaos soon come.
Chaos soon comes.
Chaos soon come.
All right, hold on. I want to hear it slow. Half speed.
Chaos soon come.
It's not even comes. It's just chaos soon come.
Chaos.
I am chaos. I'm coming all the time. Do you want some chaos to come on you?
It's gonna be carnage.
Let there be carnage.
There it is.
Listen, I'll give you another line from it.
Once again, why does Carnage looks barely different from Venom, which is a problem.
He's red Venom.
He's not even that red. Hold on, let's see this fucking Carnage up close here.
And live in the darkness.
Is that actually Carnage?
Yeah.
Or is that just
No, that's Carnage. That's supposed to be Carnage.
It feels like it's Carnage like attacking Venom. It doesn't even feel like it's a separate character.
They
it's
live
the same thing
in the darkness, Scotty, and they're afraid of the light.
Remember the first one, Scotty?
No, not really.
The villain in that one was another symbiote that looked exactly the fucking same as well.
Chaos
so like they don't
soon go.
God damn it!
Does it?
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Oh, you are not prepared for this movie, Scotty.
I don't think I'll ever be prepared for this movie.
Let there be carnage.
I've actually never seen the first Venom.
Chocolate delivery.
What? You never seen the first one?
No. I thought about it. Yeah, like everyone just told me it sucked.
It sucks. I mean, it's like,
and then Steve told me it was good, so then I knew it sucked.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing about the first one. It sucks, but it's kind of a watchable suck.
Sure.
Like it's like half-ass. It's like it's not like torture to get through, but it's just not. It disappoints on every level unless you're just kind of making fun of how stupid it is. Like they're not. It wasn't good. This one doesn't look any better.
Hasn't arrived yet.
No!
We had a deal.
What's gonna happen? You gonna stop protecting me?
I am happy to eat, Mrs. Chen.
No, you cannot eat, Mrs. Chen. What? Nothing?
Why is Venom now the fucking comic relief?
He was in the first one too. They literally never tried to make him any. I mean, like, I guess they make him kind of badass and stuff because he like eats people's heads and stuff. But I don't know. This is fucking lame. Like they really play him off for laughs more often than they actually show him as off as like a badass.
Oh, you think it's lame, TJ?
Yeah, and also
because you're gonna watch it because you know I'm in it, TJ. Because you know,
I
and
probably
Scotty
will.
knows
I will
too.
watch it.
Scotty, I can see behind those sunglasses that you wear to try and hide your intentions from the light. And let me tell you something, Scotty.
All right, tell me.
Chaos.
What?
It's gonna be carnage.
Carnage.
That's why I said
carnage?
it's gonna be carnage.
You mean carnage?
Chaos.
What?
I want to hear that. I want to hear the
Chaos.
I want to hear this fucking line.
Chaos.
Hold on, let me share this fucking shit. I want to hear this. I want to hear the read that he did in the first one when he's like, "There's gonna be carnage.
Gonna be carnage.
It's gonna
be carnage.
There's gonna be carnage.
It's gonna be carnage.
It's gonna be carnage. He doesn't open his mouth.
Carnage.
Look at him.
Gonna be carnage.
Look at him. He doesn't open his. He barely opens his fucking mouth.
It's gonna be carnage.
It's
Gonna be carnage.
Like Woody Harrelson plays the guy like he plays this fucking character like his mouth pretty much closed. It seems.
Gonna be carnage.
I'm gonna talk like this.
Gonna be carnage.
I'm also gonna talk out the side of my mouth.
Gonna be carnage.
Let me tell you something, Scotty. Scotty, I got one thing to say to you, Scotty.
What you gotta say to me?
KO.
When is it coming?
Why would you even? Who wrote that? Like, why isn't it like chaos will soon come or chaos soon comes?
I mean, while you have something that was just in the background.
Sense.
Chaos. Chaos didn't come. Chaos.
Like, what did he say in that trailer other than that? Because I know he was talking pretty much throughout, and
allergic to this fucking movie.
Most of it wasn't even fucking audible because the soundtrack was eating it.
Doesn't matter.
I think they were just literally trying to bury his awful performance because they're like, why the fuck did we cast Woody Harrelson as this?
I mean, he's an otherwise decently competent actor, but
he's not.
He's woefully.
Right, he's not right for fucking Carnage, dude.
Miscast.
He's way too old.
No, I agree.
Like, how old is Woody Harrelson? He's like 67 or something, right?
66
an old man.
to be exact.
I mean, yeah, like looking at him, I mean, just this doesn't work.
66 to be exact. And it's going to be
56?
carnage, y'all. When you go to the movie theater, please go to the movie theater. Let me tell you something about this movie. You guys want to interview me about the movie?
I just want to ask you about
you want to be
Rampart.
the first exclusive interview of Carnage?
See
Rampart.
Rampart.
I'll do anything I can to get people to pay their $5 to see this movie. It's going to be Carnage.
Let me ask you this.
It's going to be Carnage. Sorry, go ahead, please.
Let me ask you this. Is it going to be, will there be chaos in the movie?
Oh, well, that's an interesting question that you ask. Well, but chaos soon come.
Oh, look, there's a fan-made poster, TJ. You can show.
Okay, why?
Look right there.
Okay, Woody Harrelson fan-made poster looks good enough to be. I mean, whatever. It's
You're
there you go.
There's a fan.
Here.
Got a fan.
What do you think of this? What do you think of this poster, Woody? You like that poster?
Chaos soon come. I
There you
really
go.
think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
That doesn't really look much like me in there, though.
I have to say, it doesn't really look at all like you.
Kind of looks like they put Tom Skerritt without a mustache.
Yeah, I don't really see in that.
I don't see.
You can at least recognize Tom Hardy there.
Yeah, I see Tom Hardy in both pretty much, and actually, I kind of look like Michael Fassbender.
Yeah,
it's almost like they replaced me. Chaos is gonna come though. I promise you. You eat your popcorn and it'll be getting it. Look, there's all kinds of whiz bangs.
Let me ask you, what?
Damn,
did you do?
I was starting to feel bad for him.
Did you take the? Did you take the like the character, like the, fucking what's that method? Fucking
method acting.
Yeah, you go like method acting.
What's that thing you call it? The method.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I drank most of the time on the set, and it gave me a lot of weed.
Was that like method acting, or was that just like you?
No, man, that was just me trying to catch a check, man. And please, like, I got a little bit of a piece of the pie. This chaos going on. You go to the movie theater.
God damn, fine, Woody. I'll go see the fucking movie. You're breaking my fucking heart here, dude. I feel so fucking bad now.
Please pay you $5 to see the movie, because I'm telling you, man, I may be.
Woody, it's a lot more than $5 now. It's a lot more than $5. Let's get that straight.
I may be 60 years old, but I still got the old stuff, man. Chaos is still good.
So, what did you do to prepare for this role psychologically?
Yeah, it must have been difficult.
I basically tried to bury my personal demons in constant drinking and alcohol abuse. And then the times when I wasn't doing that, though, I was very specific about how much weed I would smoke before I would go on to any set. So
how much was that?
That was basically what I thought maybe like this guy would do. And that's what I do anyway on a normal week to week. So it worked out.
Right.
Please come. Chaos going to come. It's gonna be carnage.
How was it working with Tom Hardy on that movie? Was that
Tom who?
Enjoyable experience?
Tom
Hardy, your
Venom.
The Venom.
Oh, we never saw each other. We just did all the acting apart because they did it on a green screen thing. So I never met the guy. If I assume he's a good fella, but whatever. We never saw him.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I hear good things about the guy, though. I hear he's a ladies' man or whatever you'd call him.
Yeah.
Back in my day, I used to be quite the coxman myself in the early, the 80s, late 80s.
You're a what? You're a cocksmith?
A cox.
A coxic?
Exactly.
Who directed this shit? Let me see. Andy Serkis. Okay. He directed the first one, too.
It's going to be carnage.
Let's see here. He actually did not.
They're letting Gollum direct movies now?
Yeah, I guess so.
No.
Yeah, he's this movie's directed by Gollum, I guess. That's cool.
I'll tell you what, I can get some insight on that too.
Tell me about it.
The Smeagol days was great because there'd always be donuts, and nobody would hassle me for drinking all goddamn day, smoking up all the whole studio and shit with all my weed. And on the Smeagol days, Smeagol was always real tolerant to that, but then on the Gollum days, he's a real son of a bitch.
So it was actually Gollum himself that directed the movie.
Well, no, I mean both of them, Gollum and Smeagol. Right. Andy Serkis is what that entity or whatever calls itself in the real world now.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So on the film set, method directing, it seems as well.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him or them or whatever. I don't talk to that. I consider my work done until they call me up and give me some more money. Because everybody got to go see this movie, And then... and
also see Rampart. You got to see that one as well.
No, man, I never made that movie.
I don't know.
That was Hoodie Harrelson. People get us mixed up all the time.
Here's a fun fact. The film cast includes 4 Oscar nominees. Tom Hardy, of course, Woody.
Yeah, that's right.
Naomi Harris and Michelle Williams. So this is an Oscar caliber fucking film right
Never met a single one of them. Have scenes with every single one of them,
Did you meet anybody in the movie? Did you
actually
meet
no? Yes, I did. I met Eduardo. He was a very nice cameraman. He ran that big fancy 3D camera thing. And then there was Alicia. She was responsible for like sweeping up anything off the green screen that might cause any artifacting or whatever. But I never. I'll be honest with you, man. I never met the director of this motherfucker. They just They handed me my lines, and I stumbled on out there, and I said, "It's going like I give them one of these, right? It's gonna be carnage." And they'd go like, "Oh, that's good. Next, you got your next line." And I give them one of these, right? I'd be like, "Chaos soon come." And they're like, "All right, thank you, Mr. Harrelson, and you can go back to your hotel."
Whispering performance as well, I would have to say, from what we've seen in the trailer.
Well, I mean, I didn't think that like a character that's known for being flamboyant and destructive and murderous would have any kind of like passion or life to them. You know what I mean? So
yeah, why would
I really downplayed the whole thing.
Yeah, that seems like the
playing it. I mean, like an animated.
A lot of people would have gone the other way with that, and like made that character like bombastic and like crazy and stuff. But your decision to like massively underwhelm it, kind of.
That's right.
Well, then when there's carnage, you really feel the carnage.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, because how's it going to be any carnage if the guy that's already carnage? What sense does it make if the guy that can you say the name for me? The symbiote, whatever the thing is,
that's right.
Yeah, that thing, the symbiote.
Yeah, that's fucking
the symbiote comes on me. Yeah. It sits on me, right? What does it matter if the guy inside the symbiote has any kind of like, because the symbiote's the one that makes him all able to do all the stuff, right? So, like, what did I even have to do in this movie, really?
Yeah, that's CGI.
Yeah, you're just there to like whisper some lines.
Chaos soon come, and then the symbiote go out and kill people, and I don't do any of the voice for that.
A long story short, you cash a fat paycheck.
Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, it's not as fat as I would like it to be, friend. I tell you what, let there be carnage too. Surely would be a fatter paycheck.
Let me ask you this: why is
Sure would be.
Why are you not getting paid right, Woody? What's going on?
I mean, it's starting to get hard in these days and age. Being an Asian man, such as things may be. Being a bit of a reprobate and a pothead, and you know how it is. Things are drying up and not really basically there's a bunch of stuff going on. There's like all these people that are aligned against me in the industry because I fought for the hemp industry back in the day, and Hollywood had interest in the tobacco industry, and I could go into it, friend, and then I'm a real rude, abrasive piece of shit to work with, and I'm not all that talented, and then there's all these people working against me, and I'm kind of washed up and don't really have much talent no more. But but really the point I'm trying to make is,
well, that's Zombieland. You were good in Zombieland.
Exactly. Didn't you love that?
Yeah, it was a good one.
That's definitely a role that nobody else could have played.
And you were terrible in that cash in Zombieland too. But the first Zombieland, you had something going on.
Well,
so
did you watch?
I'll tell you what wasn't terrible, friend. Cashing that paycheck for Zombieland.
I bet it wasn't.
But unfortunately, that there paycheck's been what a Cheech and Chong used to say. It's up in smoke.
Oh,
damn!
I went broke. It's up in smoke.
Poor Woody Harrelson, dude. Got no money left.
Well, as long as he got shit like this coming out, he's gonna be fine.
Please see Carnage.
Please see it.
Please clap.
Please clap for Carnage. Clap for Carnage. He's doing a lot of shit, Woody.
Yeah, you got all kinds of. You ain't. I mean, you act like you on here acting like you fucking
the most dangerous
role. You got all kinds of roles.
I'm in a lot of thingamajigs and whatnot. I'm playing a thing here, a dude there, a guy, a cop.
You got your triangle of sadness, whatever the fuck that is.
Oh, man, you don't even want to know what that is.
What's that about?
I mean, shit that I'm not. Trust me, man. The triangle of goddamn sadness, right?
How about Kate? What's that? What's that one?
I don't remember. I was drunk on that one.
Okay, fair enough.
You also have The Man from Toronto. What you doing in that? Too drunk to remember that?
Well, I believe on that one because we were in Toronto when we shot. I was stoned. Too stoned.
I see. Let's see. Triangle of Sadness. A pair of models find themselves at a crossroads in their careers.
Oh, that's right. That's the one they flew me out to. I can't eat. You know what? I had so many pina coladas, brother. It's been like ages. It's been ages since I was out there, so I don't even remember.
Kate is a female assassin, has 24 hours to get vengeance on her murderer before she dies.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I wasn't very big. I didn't have a real big part in this. I think I did
You did.
I did a little cameo in this.
Yeah, you're probably like some dude.
So you're in it.
I was a dude. Yeah, exactly. How did you know?
The world. I don't know. A fucking instinct.
Another assassin.
The world's deadliest assassin again.
Yeah.
And New York's biggest screw up are mistaken for each other at an Airbnb rental.
Yeah.
There you go.
I remember. I think I do remember doing that, and that's a good one too.
Yeah. I guess you're playing Timothy Leary. In the most dangerous man in America. You don't even know. You don't know. Okay.
Timothy Leary. I never heard of the guy. Who's that? I'm playing him. Who told you that?
This
Andre, hold on. Andre, am I playing a guy named Timothy Leary? I am. Psychedelic researcher. Yeah. Oh, you mean that black fella that came the other day? That's what he's. Oh, yes. I'm happy to be playing Timothy Leary, a psychonaut and an explorer of the inner workings of the human mind.
Yeah, there you go.
I think it says you escaped prison.
Yes. He was, let me tell you a little something about him, Scotty. The movie really follows Leary's daring prison escape and run from the law in 1970. And he's aided by the Weather Underground. Leary's prison break was the counterculture's union of, how do I put this? Dope and dynamite.
Aimed at sparking a revolution.
How did you know?
I don't know. Lucky guess, I suppose.
So yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I would be as well.
That project as well.
The Triangle of Sadness sounds like
I put it. The Triangle of Sadness, Scotty. Let me tell you something about that movie right there.
Are you a conflicted model in that movie? Are you?
I can't reveal too much. I'm still under a non-disclosure agreement on the Triangle of Sadness.
Of course.
Yeah, but let me tell you one thing they will let me tell you. You ain't prepared, Scott. You think you've been in a circle of woe before? You think you've experienced like a two-way sadness, but you ain't never been. You ain't never been caught in a triangle of sadness, Scotty.
I cannot claim that, no. I've been in a circle of sadness. I've been in a box of sadness. But I've never actually been.
I was one time in an octagon of ennui.
I see.
That was weird.
That is nothing like that, man. I basically live in the octagon of ennui now. To talk about the triangle of sadness.
Oh man, no way.
That'll be the follow-up.
I don't know what you play in this. I'm looking at
myself in the trailer most of the time.
You were in the Greek Isles for that one. I know you said you.
Was that? I don't know where the fuck I was. They flew me somewhere. It had good weed. I remember wherever I went, it had some weed in it, and I smoked that.
Yeah.
I did also had a very local drinking culture, which I was heavily involved in. Hence why I can't tell you much about the story or the triangle of sadness. I mean, think about it, though. It makes sense, don't it? Triangle of sadness, right? Because you go to the Bermuda Triangle and it's like you never existed. Like, why would I remember the Triangle of Sadness? You know, after being through it, I'm lucky to be sitting here. I'm lucky to be sitting here before you today, having gone through the Triangle of Sadness. To be quite frank.
Okay, you play a rabid Marxist who's the captain of a cruise for the super rich.
That is right. A cruise for the super rich and a Marxist, yes.
Damn. A rabid Marxist with a...
Damn. Well, yes. A rabid Marxist.
Leaving survivors, including a fashion model celebrity couple, marooned on an island.
You want to hear a line from it?
Yeah.
The workers' revolution soon come.
Is that your new thing? That's like your I'll be back, basically?
Yeah, soon come. You like it?
Yeah. You say something and then soon come.
It gets the people talking. It gets people thinking about things.
Do you say that when you're like having sex too? You know, maybe you say like, what is soon come? Right before you do?
No, I say, don't look at me, bitch.
Okay. Oh. I didn't know it was like that. You fucking
I don't like people seeing my O face.
You don't like that, huh?
No.
Now turn around. Turn around. All right.
Avert your eyes. I'm about to empty my seed is usually what I'll say if I'm trying to be polite.
You know, I've now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen you do a sex scene in a movie.
I don't do that shit.
Yeah, I don't think you
do. I don't want people seeing it. No, that's not true.
Was there one in
There was one in True Detective where it's insinuated that the woman goes down on me, but it doesn't show my O face. It shows my beginning blowjob face, and I'm perfectly comfortable with people seeing that. So and then there's another scene where there's another scene later on after I have presumably finished in her vagina where I go back in for seconds, as I call it, and it's intimated that I ate her ass. But in actuality, due to the shot, my face was a good 6 inches from her ass, so I don't do that either. But whatever. I have done the odd sex scene here and there. I mean, if the money's right, the fucking pussy's tight. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah, it makes sense.
Everyone knows that old Hollywood saying.
But no, nobody's ever met my reserve for the Woody Harrelson O-face, so you won't find that.
Damn. If anyone could find that for us, let us know. Let us know if Woody's wrong. Maybe you got high and forgot that you'd done it.
That is true. He got me on that part.
Might have got too damn.
So before this guy did, this director Ruben Östlund did Triangle of Sadness. He did a movie called The Square.
Listen, can I ask you a question?
Shapes.
I don't mean to make this a hostile interview, and I don't mean to step on your question, but can we talk about my most current work? Is there any way that we can talk about the myriad movies coming
Rampart?
up?
Yeah,
Rampart?
Yeah, we can talk about Rampart.
No, my current work.
Rampart.
The stuff that I'm working on that's in post-production right now. Why are we always talking about these old flops?
Talking about...
Triangle of Sadness is one of your new works.
Yeah, that doesn't come out yet. That's not even out.
Did that not come? Whoops.
That's coming out soon.
Well, what about some other movie then that's coming out soon? Why are you so, sir, as a journalist, can you tell me why you're so focused on trying to get information on what's inside the Triangle of Sadness?
I'm just curious.
I've never been in the
Triangle. Well, if you're curious, sir, then bring your $5 and another 10 for popcorn and a soda to your local movie theater. See the Triangle of Sadness.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it and probably not do it.
I feel like
maybe Venom.
Yeah, I'll watch Venom. Let There Be Carnage.
Listen, I was not responsible for that movie flopping, and I'm sick of people telling me.
It's not even out yet. It's not even out. It just came out. I mean, it hasn't come out. It's come out.
I'm just preparing my.
Like chaos has come soon.
Just preparing your future speech.
Yeah, my standard response. And
I don't know. The Chinese might like it. Might be a big fucking hit. We don't know.
I mean, oh man,
the trailer's
something. As an actor, I love the Chinese. They are a people that will serve you. They like whatever you serve them, they'll eat it. They don't give a fuck as long as there's an explosion and a gunshot and a big old robot somewhere. You know, you really get like. I'm so sick of Americans and them wanting there to be like I had people all giving me shit when that fucking Carnage movie flopped about my read on that line, you know, Carnage gonna come soon. You know what I mean? And I had people giving me shit when that movie flopped. And I was like, listen to me, man. I just bring my energy where it goes, you know?
Yeah.
And there wasn't no energy on that set, man. That movie was destined to flop. And what do you want me to do? Like, yeah, it's very easy for me to sit here after Carnage has been released, after the news has come out, after Ebert and Siskel and all the fucking people have come out and said, oh, Carnage is terrible, to go back like Johnny Bench and tell you why.
Here's a positive feedback on your trailer for that. Right here it says, this is Nate M. says, Woody Harrelson's voice and facial expressions in this are legit terrifying.
1.7 thousand thumbs up.
Yeah.
18 replies, though. Let's
see. The people agree. Even menacing.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Can't wait to watch him in this role. He is an amazing actor. That is for damn sure.
Hey, guys, sorry about this. Could you hold on for a second? Hey, Nate, could you give me a double mocha latte? Thank you so much. Anyway, yeah. You see this type of organic stuff happening all over the place, and people want to shit on my movie, you know?
That's true. Wow. A lot of people are just really happy. Waiting in the darkness when the rescuer never comes. Proceeds to crush a spider. No Spider-Man for the rescue.
Wow.
Even in death, there's no command but mine.
Ooh. Listen to something I know. Can you go back?
He says hi.
Yeah.
This is something I never thought I'd read in my entire life. Go back up.
Up.
No, a little bit more. Yeah, there. Look how many upvotes it has. Seeing Venom have a temper tantrum when he didn't get his chocolate was cute.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
Oh, it's Venom. He's cute.
I don't know. It seems like
why
that
has Venom been turned into a Pokemon?
Venomon.
The fucking director said his inspiration was The Odd Couple. He's like, God. I want to make Venom and Eddie like The Odd Couple. It's like, okay,
perfect. That's ridiculous.
I'm just gonna watch this movie as a comedy because clearly that's more what they're going for. So I'll enjoy it as that and hope that one day someone makes a real Venom movie. I don't know.
They're not.
It would be cool. It would be cool if they did. So
I mean, I've got another question about this fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a grease trap?
Is it?
I think so.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a grease trap.
Is it? Yeah, I guess it is.
That's a grease trap.
Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you next time.
Deep fat pride.